What's this? You, me, and YTV are live. What's going on here? What's going on here is hey, what's going on, everybody? It's been a minute. Welcome to You, Me, and YTV. I don't know if we should call this season 4 or 5 or 6 or 7. I am not entirely sure, but what I am sure is that we're back for a new slew of episodes. And considering we've gotten through a lot of the guests that we've always kind of wanted to get through, we're going to be doing a lot more episodes. Well, we're going to be hanging out, entertaining people in the in the Rona. So Rona's still been around forever. Hey Bernadette, how the heck are you? It's been a little while, huh? Well, I missed you. And yeah, sorry, my internet's been a little lousy. Anyway, thrilled to announce we got some new episodes coming out, and next week what we're doing is we're interviewing Joey from sorry, not Joey. What am I saying? We're interviewing a gentleman named Justin who is he's got tattoos all over him, YTV tattoos, and we've been talking for a few years, and he wants to be on the show, and I offered him to be on the show quite a few years ago, actually. And I said to him, oh, shit, I just realized you can't even hear the sweet beats. One sec. There you go. There's the beats. Hey, what's going on? Okay, so, yeah. So, here we go. Things are working now. Hey, Yannick, what's going on? Well, Grace isn't here per se. Well, she's in here in our hearts. But actually, Victoria Sanchez, the reason why we're all meeting up today is that, hey, how's it going, dude? It's been a little while. As you can see, my hair is about 10 times as long as it usually is. We're going to get this out of the way first. It's Grace, my buddy, Victoria Sanchez. She made a music video with her boyfriend. And this director called them out of the blue and said, hey, we're on the set. She'll explain it because I got this video especially for you. This is exclusive to You, Me, and YTV. She recorded this just for us. So she is going to explain what's going on. So I'm going to ditch the tunes just a bit, and we're going to hear what Victoria has to say.
Guys, it's Victoria Sanchez here from Student Bodies. So Ryan had a nice little idea that I introduced you to this music video that I did with a few friends back in November. And we're taking it out now. It has nothing to do with the character of Grace from Student Bodies, but it was a fun little project. A good friend of mine, Jean-François Clément, an art director and director, was working on a project, and he called me up and said, why don't you bring your boyfriend's band over to the set and we'll just shoot something really quickly and see if something comes out of it. And I thought it was a pretty crazy idea, and we had not really thought about what we were going to do, but I said, you know what, let's just do it. Let's just have fun. And he agreed. Frank agreed. He's the lead singer of Matchless and the singer of this song called, coincidentally, ironically, Grace. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Give it a like and share, support local artists. And I hope you're enjoying this beautiful weather. If you're from Montreal or the vicinity, it feels really great. I certainly missed it. So I hope all you guys are doing well and enjoy.
All right, cool. So yeah, and here we back are with those beats. So that was a special message she recorded just for you, the viewing audience. And if you want to see that music video, it's by a band called Matchless, and the song is called I Grace, ironically. No relation to Student Bodies, but kind of ironic that our beloved Grace is performing the crap out of it. And it's in the link in this video. So all you got to do is in the description, the only description really is watch the music video. So yeah, that's what we're doing here today. And beyond that, I want to say hi. How are you? What's going on? It's been a minute. I think the last episode we did was the David K interview. I believe that last official real episode we did. We did an I wouldn't call it an unboxing, but an opening up of Scary Tales, the unauthorized tribute to Are You Afraid of the Dark that our buddy Brett did. And yeah, we've been kind of dilly-dallying. We're wanting to come back, and happy to be here. You know, I hope you missed us. I hope you want more Yumi and YTV. As you can see, we're beefing up our production just a little bit. We're going to be doing things a little bit different, and next week we'll have some Nesbit with me as well, hopefully. And yeah, it's gonna be great. It's 2021. It's gonna be an interesting year. Hey, Chris Drysdale, what's going on? Chris, I call this new look I don't care anymore. This is what happens when you avoid mirrors and you just go Tom Hanks style in Castaway. You just let it all grow and let it all show. And what you can't see right now is my desk. There's a lot more of me to love these days, especially because, food is good and I appreciate it. So there we go. What's going on, Dylan? Oh, hey, Anime John. Dude, it's been forever. Today is looking great out today. Working on some decent artwork coming soon. Stay tuned. You know, Anime John, you owe me a drawing of a certain cast of characters, and I haven't forgotten about that. And I want to feature it on this show. It's gonna be great. What else is going on in a YTV ether? Well, there's a bunch of there's a Ready or Not official group on Facebook. And Laura Bertram personally runs it with some other people, and that's pretty cool. I see great stuff from them all the time. You can enjoy Student Bodies on Encore Plus. Season 1 has been premiering every Saturday for the last little while. I believe they're done now. So make sure you go to YouTube and watch on Encore Plus Student Bodies and give those views. You know, you can find the other pages, but you want to give those views something because people pay attention to those views. And, if Encore Plus does really well, not only will we get more seasons of Student Bodies in higher definition, good things will happen. But it's been removed. Is that what you're saying? I didn't know that. Okay, well, look at me. I've been living under a rock, as you can tell. Okay, cool. So, licensing renewals, all that kind of stuff. I get it. Well, thanks for updating me. I appreciate that. In the meantime, let's all talk about our feeling. So this year as I was saying before, this year on Yumi and YTV, we've interviewed a lot of guests that we've always wanted to, so there will be some returning. But also, I've been in contact with PJ Ashna, but the thing is, when she wants to come on the show, she wants to find this archival stuff and feature the clips and all that stuff. And the pandemic is kind of a messy thing, and some of it's still in storage. So it's not exactly ideally easy to just, a lot of these people, everyone out there, we're all trying to do our best. And when it comes to new episodes and stuff, if the guests want to come on, they want to come on. If they don't, I think it kind of doesn't matter anymore because there's so many rad people on this page right now that look up on their Twitter page. Dude, I made their Twitter page. Student Bodies 20, I was part of that production. In fact, I made that video, with the Green Day song in the background and Ross Hall's voice as remember this guy and this guy. I was the editor. So lovely talking to you. I don't want to take your time too much, but I will say that my 37th birthday is this Sunday, and I think me and Nesbit might get on camera and come say hello, because last year we did, and last year we had some call-in guests such as Susan Roman and Mick Perlis from Student Bodies, whom Mick Perlis is the reason why that video came together. He called me up and said, I want to make the video, and we brainstormed, and he made it happen, man. Mick Perlis, he's a good dude, and he's also an Aries like me. Thank you very much, Bernadette. Is Mel going to be doing some shows with me? Well, let's just say that whenever Nesbit is on, we got a little pokeroo situation where Melissa goes into another dimension, and both her and Nesbit can't be around at the exact same time. So Nesbit may be joining me on Sunday, but Melissa will be joining me for other ones. In fact, we might even do. I've been bothering her. I want to do like a watch along. Melissa tells me such great fun stories about behind the scenes. So maybe what we could do is grab some of the the radioactive people such as John Carlo, Ryan, like, my buddies, and we kind of watch some episodes together and stuff like that. That would be lovely. Commentary. Wouldn't that be cool? And maybe I could, I don't know, who knows? I'm gaslighting him right now, but maybe Jamie Ellman, I could bother him into coming on and doing a Student Bodies watch at some point. Dude, you're not 37. You look so young. Dude, if I wasn't 30, and how I remember all this stuff. Anyway. Okay. Hey, well, hope you have a good birthday on Sunday this weekend coming up. Happy earlier birthday to you. Thank you, Dylan. I appreciate that. I really do. Yep, it's going to be my second birthday celebrated in COVID. So last year, Melissa and I, we hung out solo, which is great because she's a beautiful, talented, hilarious person. So, the day went by quickly. But she also reached out to my friends and family and put together this great birthday video. In fact, she actually does that kind of for a living. She makes birthday videos for people who miss their friends and family, and you send in clips of people waving, and she made it look like a sitcom and had the Full House song playing. And she also got all these guests from Radioactive and Student Bodies and just friends in general. And it's so weird because I consider all these people my friends now, but I still am that 12-year-old that saw all these people on TV, and it's really interesting to see everybody in a row. I'm like, wow, my birthday party is the only time the cast of Radioactive and Student Bodies have been on screen one after another, unless it was like some kind of advertisement. So that was pretty cool. I gotta say, there was a part of me that said to myself, do we keep doing Yumi and YTV? Are we done? Haven't I done enough? I mean, looking back on the accomplishments, I think one of the biggest accomplishments was definitely, and once again, thanks to Mick Perlis and everybody involved in the Student Bodies reunion for asking me to host their reunion at Fan Expo a few years ago. But I think the biggest thing that I ever accomplished with this show, and which is not much because we don't exactly have a zillion viewers, but we do have a few hundred amazing people watching every single time, and that is way better than thousands of trolls and people half paying attention. I would take the lower view count, but the bigger impact any day. But the biggest thing I think this show ever managed to accomplish was getting Phil and Snit in a reunion and not even telling them that PJ Katie was waiting in the wings, and PJ Katie made her first on-camera debut in so many years. And the look on their faces and the audience reaction, that was absolutely stunning. So that was definitely something else. Thank you very much, everyone involved, for watching that, because sometimes I think back and I say, if on my deathbed, if I'm ever going to think, what a rad stuff you got to do, I'm like, man, I got PJ Katie and Phil and Snit on the same Zoom. It's not even a Zoom, it's StreamYard, but you know what I mean. And another thing, oh, hey, what's up, Willow? I would love to geek out over our favorite YTV shows with PJs with you someday on my podcast. Love this show, and thank you so much for the nostalgia. Willow, I will be on any podcast. I can't guarantee everybody else will. Probably. Phil's a good dude. Reach out. Phil Snit, they're good people. But frankly, I'm not shy to go on some podcasts. In fact, I love podcasts. Willow, what's your podcast? Tell me, and we'll tell everybody to listen to it. Yeah. So anyhow, sorry for all that. I have to go to work like in 20 minutes. I work for a comic book store called Captain Quebec, where I host live auctions and speed sales, and I kind of got to get ready for that. So, can Carlos and Sugar reunion? Bernadette, I have reached out attempted to reach out to people, and sometimes people respectfully just don't feel like being that. Sometimes, very often, they just don't see the messages because they get so many messages. But on my end, I'll always try. Someone asked me the other day to reach out to the cast of Doghouse, and I managed to reach the sister. And I really want to reach the mom and the son as well. And, maybe something will happen with that. That would be awesome. Chris, you have no idea. It should be tattooed on my head. I am the biggest dork in the world, man. I'm hiding behind long hair and a fake leather jacket. That's what it is. But that's what we all are, man. We're a bunch of nerds, especially for YTV. That's why we're here. You know what's crazy? It's that the more you talk about YTV, you can bring it up at a party, and it was part of just growing up in Canada. It was part of us. It was in our DNA. Yet there's in the States, there's so many, hey kids, remember the 90s? And it's glorified. But I find sometimes Canada doesn't do that with their 90s shows. Why don't we celebrate? Why don't we hold up our heroes and make monuments about the greatness that is, the PJs and the stars of these shows? I was so self-deprecating as a Canadian kid that I thought the only famous Canadian people when I was a kid was like Barenaked Ladies to do something. I had no idea that the cast of Sailor Moon that I loved was recording in Toronto. I didn't know the Samurai Pizza cast was recorded in Montreal. I didn't know that Goku, my Goku, Elysian James Corlett, was recording it in Vancouver. I didn't realize Beast Wars was from Vancouver. I didn't know that that Are You Afraid of the Dark was actually even from Montreal at first. So it's like, it's crazy the amount of content that we all knew, glorified, and went to the States and, like a Ryan Reynolds, went away and became humongous and beloved worldwide, but came from our backyard. Now, let me ask you a question. Why aren't we more proud of our backyard? Why aren't we aware that it's our backyard? We're always assuming it's something else so we can take it seriously, and that's got to stop. That's got to stop. And that, my friends, is why the show resumes. That's why we're going to continue, because until Canadian nostalgia is appreciated as much as it should be, we're going to keep, we're going to keep looking at that iceberg, that big ice block of indifference, and chip away at it until we make an impression. Hey, Alan LaGrosse here. Alan LaGrosse is a nice dude. Dude, you're great enough. To walk show, and this reminds us all of a different world and time. You've made a fanboy out of me. Oh, that's great. Hey, Vinny, what's going on, Vinny? I call him Vinny. His name is Vincenzo, but I call him Vinny. The DIC version of Sailor Moon is still my favorite version. Well, if it's got Susan Roman as oh my, seems like we're low on the internet machine. So without further ado, we're going to leave before the internet cuts off. I shall see you later. I shall see you next week. We're going to interview a man whose love of YTV is literally worn on his sleeve or tattooed on his arms. It's crazy. We'll see you next. We're going to see you Sunday on my special birthday broadcast, and we're going to be back on Wednesday, and we're going to have some fun. Oh, it's called Willow's Pillow Talk. It's a fun interview. Oh, Willow has a show, and it says it's called Willow's Pillow Talk, and it's a fun interview show that allows people to be themselves. I've interviewed cosplayers, people from the comic industry, and even celebrities from all over the world, including William Sadler. Is that Shatner or Sadler? Either way, it's amazing. All right, cool. Well, yeah. Well, message you mean YTV page. I like talking. I think the only time I was ever on another show about YTV was two podcasts. Was Go Plug Yourself in a show called Talk to the Mic. And it happened so little that all right. So my internet's a little crappy. I'm gonna go. Take it easy, man, and ladies, and everyone else.